Join me as I make whole pork shank osso buco and I pair it with a wine. So let's make whole pork shank osso buco. I've got my whole pork shanks here. Normally osso buco, you'll see recipes calling for veal. I'm using pork. You can use veal, you can use pork, you can use beef, you can use whatever you want to use for this. I've got whole pork shanks. Osso buco is normally cut. These shanks would normally be cut and you could see the hole in the bone. Osso buco means hole in the bone. But I'm using a whole pork shanks. I'm gonna just show you how to just take a simple cut of meat, something that hadn't been given much attention, and we're gonna make this elegant, all right? So the first thing I need to do is I'm gonna season these and I'm gonna get them seared. I've got some salt and pepper here. And I'm just gonna season them all over with the salt and the fresh cracked black pepper. Got some olive oil. I'm gonna season these on all sides, or I'm sorry, sear these on all sides. I'm gonna get a nice brown crust on it. My pork shanks are seared up nicely. Take a look. So I'm gonna pull these out and put them into my Dutch oven. Now normally what I would have done is this Dutch oven, I would have seared my pork shanks in this Dutch oven, but because they are so large, I had to do it in a separate pan here. So I'm gonna add my vegetables to the pan. I've got some carrots, onions, and celery. I want to saute these up for about 5 to 7 minutes or until they're softened. So we've got some softening of the vegetables. I don't want them to be too soft. I just want them to begin to soften. I've got some garlic. And tomato paste. I'm gonna combine this and I wanna cook this for about a minute or two. When you got that garlic and tomato paste in there, make sure you're stirring it frequently so that you don't burn either of those two. Now to this pan, I'm gonna add my wine. I'm gonna allow this wine to simmer for about 2 minutes. I wanna reduce it just a slight bit. Scrape that bottom to get any of the bits off of the bottom of the pan. I'm gonna add my chicken stock to the pan. I've got some canned crushed tomato. I've got a bay leaf, some fresh rosemary, and some fresh thyme. I'm gonna stir all of those in. I'm gonna season this with some salt, and fresh cracked black pepper. If you're enjoying the video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. So I'm gonna bring this to a simmer Once I get a simmer on it, this is gonna be the braising liquid for the pork shanks. We're gonna pour this into the Dutch oven. I've got my oven preheated to 325 degrees. These are gonna braise from anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours. We're looking for really nice fork tender meat. All right, so this is gonna go right onto the pork shanks. Now I need these pork shanks to be a little bit more submerged. I don't have enough braising liquid in here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some chicken stock to the Dutch oven. I want these pork shanks to be mostly submerged. So again, these are gonna braise anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours. We're looking for fork tender. I've chosen the 2011 Figgins Estate Red Wine to pair with my Osso Buco. This is from Walla Walla Valley in Washington. It's a Cabernet dominant blend. It's Cabernet Sauvignon, Petit Verdot, and Merlot. Let's get some in this glass here. A little dark, but there's a little bit of translucence. It's not as dark as some cab dominant blends are. I'm getting vegetal notes on the nose, like not necessarily vegetal, but it's like eucalyptus or like a pine. Let's give it a taste. Medium bodied, nice pop of acidity, herbal notes, like herbs, like rosemary a little bit. Got a little cocoa powder going on here, dark fruit, and it's again, it's a 2011, got a little age on it. It still really doesn't really taste like it's as old as it is. It's really, really young, really racy acidity. Not too much, not overbearing, but that acidity is still there. That the vibrant young fruit is still there. It doesn't seem like it's as old as it is. But it's tasty. Let's see if it pairs with this Osso Buco. All right, my Osso Buco is done. I'm ready to taste. This is not a single serving portion, okay? I know a lot of times I go overboard with my portion sizes sometimes. It's not a single size portion. So this is perfect with polenta. You can do pasta, you can do roasted vegetables, you can do mashed potatoes, whatever you like, you can do with this Osso Buco, and it's so tender. Look at that. Super tender. Man, this looks delicious. All right, let's give it a taste. Polenta's delicious. That pork is delicious. That's good. Let's see if it pairs with this wine. That's good. That is good. Wow. Wow. The acidity perfectly pairs with this tomato-based sauce. Because remember all those crushed tomatoes that we put in there? This is working well, but I gotta double check. You know that. Wow. That's a perfect pairing. I'm Chef Glenn B, and as always, eat well.